Graphing inequalities. Example 1. Mark the region with an R which satisfies the inequality x is greater than or equal to 1. An inequality will indicate a region. You can't indicate a region until you have the boundary line. So the first thing you need to think about is, what is the boundary line? The boundary line is x equals 1. Without the inequality sign, replace it with an equal sign. So if x equals 1, what does that look like? You just need to memorize that, which will be quick. You can see here the x-axis, here the x value is 1. But also the point above it, the y value is 1, but the x value is 1. This point here, the x value is 1, the y value is 2. And everywhere, if I go vertically, the x value is always 1. So that line will be the boundary line. Now when you're drawing it in, it could be solid or it might be dashed. It depends on the inequality. The inequality says that it can be equal to, so I'm drawing in a solid line. That's the boundary. So which side indicates where x is bigger than 1? Is it to the left of the boundary line or to the right? Just pick a random point. And the random point I always use is 0, 0 if I can. The point 0, 0. Think about the x value there, the x coordinate of 0, 0. The x coordinate is 0, and 0 is less than 1, which means this side is where x is less than 1. I could pick anywhere, by the way. I could pick here. If I think of the x value there as minus 2, and the y value is 4. Again, the x value is less than 1. So actually everywhere to this left-hand side is less than 1. And what we can do is we can shade it to basically discard or tell ourselves that's the wrong side. Okay? So we put an R for the right side, and that is indicating where x is greater than or equal to 1. Example 2. Mark the region with an R which satisfies the inequality minus 3 is less than or equal to y, and y is less than 2. If we split it up into separate inequalities, the first one is minus 3 is less than or equal to y. The boundary line would be then where minus 3 is equal to y, or y equals minus 3. If I think go to my y-axis and think where y is minus 3, it's here. And anywhere along that line, anywhere horizontally, if you look at the coordinates, the y value, x is 1, y is minus 3, x is 2, y is minus 3. Everywhere along here, the y value will be minus 3. Obviously, you should use your ruler. If we look at the second inequality, we've got y is less than 2. The boundary line would be where y is equal to 2. So go to my y-axis and find where y is equal to 2 here, and everywhere along that line y will be equal to 2. Before we draw it in, however, this time the inequality doesn't have an equal sign. So we have to, in this case, dash the line to indicate that it's not actually allowed to be on that line. Y equals 2. Once you've got your boundary lines in, you can then think of where the region would be. So this one reads that y has to be greater than or equal to minus 3. Y has to be bigger than minus 3. So if you pick the point, let's say the point, I'm going to choose 0, 0 again. Is the y value there bigger than minus 3? The answer is yes. And that point is above the line. Anywhere above the line, the y values are bigger than minus 3. So below the line is the bit we shade because it's incorrect. So we can discard below the line. The second inequality tells us that y has to be less than 2. So here's where y is equal to 2. Y would be smaller than 2 anywhere below the line, like y is 1, y is 0, y is minus 1, and so on. So below the line would be where it's correct. Above the line is where y is larger than 2. So we can discard the region above. It's where y is bigger than 2. We want where y is less than 2. And that leaves us with the bit in between, which is the right region, the required region, so mark it with an R. Example 3. mark the region with an R which satisfies the inequality 3x minus y is less than or equal to 6. So we start again with drawing the boundary line. That's where we look at where it's equal to. And to draw that line, we don't just know it straight away. We'd have to do a table of values to work out what that line looks like. And because x and y are on the left hand side, there's sort of a quick way to do this. It's not a cheat, but it's just an alternative quick approach which I would use sometimes. And it's called a 0-0 table. It's looking at when x is 0, what value is y, and if y is 0, what value is x. So if we take the first scenario where x is 0 in that equation, if x is 0, then that 3x would disappear. It would be nothing, and we'd be left with minus y equals 6. And if minus y equals 6, you can see straight away that the answer is minus 6, or if you can't see it straight away, what you could do is add y to both sides, which would get 0 equals 6 plus y, and then take 6 off both sides, and you would get y equals minus 6. But essentially, when x is 0, 3x would be 0, so you're left with minus y equals 6, and if minus y is equal to 6, y would be minus 6. So we can put in minus 6 there. What about then if the y value is 0? If the y value is 0, then that disappears, that term, because you're taking away 0, so you'd have nothing. You'd end up with 3x equals 6. And if 3x is 6, x would simply be 2. Now that only gives us 2 points, but 2 points is enough. As long as you're correct, 2 points is enough to draw that line. So the first point, x is 0, y is minus 6. And the second point, x is 2 and y is 0. When I go to draw on the line, it'll be a solid line because in the inequality, it's allowed to be equals. So there's the line, a very thick line. It's the line 3x minus y equals 6. So we want to then figure out where is 3x minus y less than or equal to 6. Now don't just have a guess. It's important you've got the technique for this. It's a bit strange to begin with, but you'll get used to it. Write down the inequality, 3x minus y is less than or equal to 6. You then pick a point on the graph. As long as it's not on the line, you can pick any point in the graph, and 0, 0 is the simplest point to pick. And we're going to study the point 0, 0. It is to the left hand side of the line, or above the line, so to speak. And we're going to check if this point satisfies the inequality or not. If it satisfies the inequality, as in it works, it's correct, then we'll know it's the right region. So we'll mark it with an R. If it doesn't work on the inequality, if it's incorrect, then we'll know to shade out the region because it's not right. So we put in the point 0, 0 into the inequality. That would be 3 zeros minus 0. Is 3 zeros minus 0 less than or equal to 6? Yes, it is. 0 is less than 6. So that means that is the correct region, the right region. So you could mark it with an R. If it was the wrong region, you would have to shade out that side. But it's the right region, so actually we shade out and discard the other side. And finally, example 4, mark the region with an R which satisfies the inequality y is less than 3x minus 2. So we need to draw our boundary line in. That's where y is equal to 3x minus 2. Again, we don't know that straight away, so we need to draw a table of values. Now this time, because x and y are on different sides, that's something you'll be more familiar with. I would use a standard table. Just choose x values of 0, 1 and 2, and then you can work out the y values. So how do you work out y? Y is 3x minus 2. If x is 0, y would be 3 zeros, which is 0, take away 2, which is minus 2. If x is 1, y would be 3 ones, which are 3, take away 2, which gives 1. And if x is 2, y would be 3 2's, which are 6. Take away 2, which gives 4. That gives us 3 points, 0, -2, 1, 1, and 2, 4. And from that we can draw a straight line. However, it's going to have to be a dashed line because it's not allowed to be equal. Again, you should use a ruler for this. And again, you should also label the line. Then, next thing is to figure out, well, where is the region that y is less than 3x minus 2? Is it above the line or is it below the line? To do that, we need to pick a point. We pick the point 0, 0 to do a check. So I've already got the inequality written here, and I can just put 0, 0 into that inequality to check if it's the correct region or not. So y is 0, that's less than 3 zeros minus 2. 0 is less than 3 zeros is 0. Take away 2 is minus 2. So is it true that 0 is less than minus 2? The answer to that is no. It's false, it's wrong. So that means this point here isn't where y is less than 3x minus 2. This side must be actually where y is greater than 3x minus 2. So on the line is where it's equal to. One side will be where it's less, and one side will be where it's greater than. It didn't work for less than, so this side must be where y is greater than 3x minus 2. So because it's not the right side, because it's incorrect, what we do is we shade that side off in this case because it's wrong. And we mark the correct region, the right region, with an R. Okay, so to summarize, if we break the question down, when you're given the inequality, you draw the boundary line. You might need a table of values to do that. And then you pick the point 0, 0. You put it into the inequality. If it works, you put an R on that side. If it doesn't work, you shade that side and mark R on the other side.